Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's your old pal, Mr. Greg, here, broadcasting to you from Mr. Greg's top secret auxiliary undisclosed broadcasting location with this week's video. Last week, we discussed that throughout history, when mankind has faced obstacles, that the human race has often overcome these obstacles by way of invention. However, as many of these innovations did not first emerge as finished products in their first generation, I wanted to take some time today to look at some of the, shall we say, less than genius early iterations of products that we each use every day. For instance, when silverware was first developed in the medieval times, many continued to eat by hand. And in the times of the Black Plague, the need to cook one's food became more of a necessity than ever before, but didn't really catch on until later due to the high risk of burning oneself. In ancient times, not unlike today, many adults enjoyed relaxing with a glass of wine, but found it challenging until the design of the wine glass had been more perfected. But by this time, for the many that had discovered that wine was not for them, the casual cup of coffee also had its own challenges. And as with anything, and given it enough time, designs were eventually perfected into the modern designs that we use today. However, new inventions were facing their own new challenges. The Industrial Revolution was a challenging time for industrial spaces as air quality was found to be dusty and hazardous to one's health. And in some areas, heavy rainfall and long walks to work gave rise to podiatric conditions. And long, arduous hours in the workplace led to a growing need for proper orthopedic support when relaxing at home. In order to relax, some clinicians recommended that citizens take up gardening as a hobby, but in the less rainy regions, the act of watering had its own challenges. And while all of these inventions were eventually perfected in design, humanity as a whole profited and also grew, creating a need for home security, and the first locks for the home were developed. Before I go, I'd like to give credit to the artist for creating these horribly frustrating designs. If you're interested in seeing more of her work, her name is Katerina Kamprani, and I've put a link to her Facebook page in the description of this video. Thanks. Alright, this week's song is Duran Duran's Ordinary World. We're going to get to the song here in just a few, but like all other videos, I want you guys to check your tuning, and we'll go from there. So you'll recall from all videos that your G string 2nd fret produces the same A note as your open A string, that the E string 5th fret produces that same A note as your open A string, and that the C string 4th fret produces the same E note as your open E. Okay, now if that sounds good, skip to the chords and the strumming section. Otherwise, this is how your G should sound. Your C, your E, and your A. Okay, now the song only uses 6 chords. It uses your D minor, which is followed by your F. Now, one thing that I want to point out is that D minor and F are the same thing, except that the D minor has the 3rd finger. So if you play your D minor with the 3rd finger down, you have D minor, well, obviously, and then if you take your 3rd finger off, you have an F. So when we're in the verse and you're changing from D minor to F, real easy chord change. Okay? Then we have a C, we have an A minor, a G, and a B flat. Okay, now the strumming is real simple for this song. It's just 1 strum per chord. Chords not in brackets are whole notes, and chords in brackets are half notes. So for instance, if you look at the verse, the F and the C are bracketed together. The F is going to be a half note strummed on 1, and then the C is going to be another half note and strummed on 3 of the same measure. The way that we play this tune is we go down the 1st page, down the 2nd page. We're going to jump back twice off the 2nd page to go to the 1st page where the chorus is, before jumping back to playing the verses and the pre-choruses on the 2nd page. that's about it, guys. So let's give it a shot. All right, you guys, Duran Duran's Ordinary World. Here we go. Came in from a rainy Thursday on the avenue. Thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghosts of you. What is happening to it all? Crazy, some say. Where is the life that I recognize? Gone away. But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away. Left me in the vacuum of my heart. What is happening to me? Crazy, some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? Gone away. But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Papers in the roadside tell us suffering and greed. Fear today, forgot tomorrow. Oh, here beside the news of holy war and holy need, ours is just a little sorrow talk. But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. All right, you guys, there you go. Duran Duran's Ordinary World. See you guys next week.